Good morning.
Morning, Gogglefroggers, and hello, fellow Gogglefrogger Robert. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Yes, very, very good. So, welcome to Gogglefrogs. This is episode 131, and thank you ever so much, Brigitte, for just reminding us. So, can you
In there,
believe
wasn't she?
I know. Can you believe this is our 131st show?
I know.
It's quite incredible, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
we set up. It must be over 7 months now when we went into lockdown. Because we were worried about people, and we thought, you know what, we have such a wonderful knitting crochet community, don't we? That when people don't see everybody, it's going to be really, really hard. And that's how we set ourselves up. So 131 episodes and several weeks later, we're still doing the same things, but things have moved on slightly. So we're still not knitting and crocheting, but now sometimes we crochet with our own wool. And we're still having a cup of tea, coffee or water, but sometimes it's in one of our own mugs. So that's how it has evolved over the last 7+ months. And it will continue to do so as our whole world changes with our pandemic, but we are still here. Almost daily.
Not quite 7 months, 29 weeks on Thursday.
29 weeks, okay. Can't work that out quickly, but never mind, because I don't know which are 5-week months and which are 4-week months, so never mind. We'll do that another day. So here's to another wonderful episode of Gogglefrogs. Hopefully you're sitting comfortably. I've done half the row while we go live. Robert's back's hurting him. Stand up.
Yeah. Huh?
Stand up, have a walk around.
No, that's worse.
Oh, is it? Oh, dear. Sorry, Judy says that she can't hear us. Can I just double check, Jordan, etc.? You can hear us, Brigitte?
I can hear you.
All right, okay. So, Judy, if you just want to refresh, you can see us, but we cannot see you. So that's lovely because you can still be there in your PJs. You don't have to put your makeup on. So that's great. So just sit back and relax. And Robert, please try and relax. I know it's hard when you've hurt your back because you tense it up, but yeah. Oh, dear. So what are you working on, Robert?
So I am still on this lovely shawl.
Ooh.
Just growing and growing and growing. And I've just lost the wool. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
So this is my pick up put down project when I don't have to concentrate. It's background knitting. It's not a concentrate knitting.
Yeah.
So there we go. And you're on the knit night in our lovely own wool, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a one of kind. It was the only one that we had. It's a little bit of bling sparkle in there. Yeah, knit night. I wanted something, and I know some of you hear this every day, but some people are new. And I didn't want something that went that way. And I did do Workday scarf, which I really, really enjoyed. I know everyone loves it. So I wanted something going that way and found knit night, or did someone recommend it? I don't know. So this is what we're doing, and I love it. And you can see that, again, second day of the week, I've got a different black outfit on, but this time with jeans. And it's just going to look lovely in the winter. I love simplicity, but I can't believe how I've come away from all of my plain colours. I never, ever, ever used to have a variegated yarn, ever. It was just not me. And I have to say, when I first started knitting, I couldn't understand why people wanted to knit with variegated yarns, because I looked at it like that. What I didn't look at it was how the wool works. And now I've actually got used to that. So I don't actually recognise myself in some of the wool that I am inspired by at the moment. So that's quite interesting. But I'm going to do a couple of rows hopefully today and not drop as many stitches as usual. I don't normally do continental style, but as this is all knit and a bit of a picot, I can go to continental, which makes it a bit quicker. But continental and talking and trying to look at the camera and do all the other stuff sometimes can be a bit of a challenge, but it doesn't matter. You can always pick stuff up, can't you? When it's just simple stocking stitch, you can always pick it up. So no, I'm on garter stitch, aren't I? Yeah.
Garter is plain knit, stocking is knit and pearl.
I know, it's garter. Can't believe some of the creations I make, and then I know what I'm doing, but what title do I need to give it? Oh, so Judy logged out, logged back in, and she's got the sound now. So do you know what? Sometimes our broadband and laptops and things like that just gives a little bit of dip. So,
shall we say some good mornings?
That would be lovely.
So we start this morning with Marion and Marion. Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
We have lovely Lindy. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Judy. Good morning.
Morning.
We have Janice. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Georgie. Good morning.
Morning.
Brigitte. Good morning.
Morning.
And then Anne has just joined as well. Good morning, Anne.
Morning.
So, and then hello everybody on replay.
Hello.
And then hello everybody on YouTube.
Yes. Hello everybody.
So let's get on chat. We do seem a bit quiet this morning. So Pete says good morning, Pete131. Georgie says good morning. Judy says good morning, can't hear you. Brigitte says she can hear us. Janice says she can hear us. Brigitte says Judy, you'll have to say yeah to Cokie. Marion says good morning. Judy says Brigitte, so you have sound. Linda says good morning everybody. Judy logged out, came back in, and now she's got sound. And then Anne says good morning everybody. And someone else has just joined as well. And we have David. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Hope you're safe and well. Now, I don't know, depending on where you are, it's very overcast and very rainy here today. It's not raining at the moment, but it's been raining all night.
Yes.
So I think we're in autumn weather now, for sure.
We have apparently 4 or 5 storms due, haven't we?
Oh, have we? Oh,
yes, they announced, I think it's, I don't know, I heard it about 4 a.m. this morning. As I continually wake up, put yet another radio show on and listen to it, I get 5 minutes and I fall asleep. It's really good. But yeah, apparently we've got about 4 things due. I don't quite know what type of storms they are, but we are to expect them. So yeah, and I got a little, my friend sent me a little video. I think it's a storm on the Belgian coast, so I will check it first before I play it, just in case there's anything strange in it. But yeah, I think the storms are starting to hit over there. Or maybe it's just the fact that everybody's back out on the beach over there. Not too sure. So I'll let you know. Oh. So something that I think is quite interesting is these Chowgoo noodles. And I don't know how it happened, but I'd heard about them a few times and asked. And then Jackie very kindly lent me a couple of pairs. She lent me an interchangeable and a fixed one. And I do love the fixed one, but that's very much personal preference. And I am pretty hooked on these. And from then, Marion went out and purchased some because Jackie lent Marion some as well. And so she's ordered some. And then if you're part of the Knitting and Crochet Guild, I apologise. I very rarely go onto that Facebook page. I've got such small amount of free time, honestly. I don't even look at my own Facebook most of the time.
No, I don't either.
No, so and there are people there who've tried chow goos because they saw Jackie using them, either at a convention or something. And I have to say, I am really, really hooked with these. I love them. Nothing against other needles. I actually really, really like the pony ones. I loved the pony bamboo, which was so cheap. They're about £2 something. So it's not always about cost. And I love all needles. There's some that I prefer not to use. But I just think it's quite interesting, isn't it, that we try something, we tell somebody, and how many other people then go and try them themselves. So anyway, these chow goos, I'm really, really hooked on. Absolutely loving them. And I think the biggest thing is how, when you're using needles normally, and this whole thing here, like the cord, it doesn't twist, and I don't find that many of them do twist, but there is it no memory in them? That's what they call it, isn't it, that they have? So, and these are just, doesn't matter what you're doing, they are perfectly no memory. So let us know which other needles you really, really like, because I'm one of these, I like to try everything. I do like zings, but I'm finding, I find zing brilliant for certain wool where it sticks, but if you have slippy wool, I just find that everything goes flying off the needle. So let us know which other ones you like, because I want to try as many different knitting needles, crochet needles as possible to find my perfect ones. And then I'll probably put them on my Christmas shopping list, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and we were having this conversation just before I went live. Bob really loves interchangeables, and I like the fixed ones. So he hasn't tried these yet, have you? These chow goos?
No. So my preference on needles is Knit Pro Zings, and I absolutely adore them. I also have the Knit Pro Marbles, and then crochet hooks. I have the Knit Pro Swarovski, which you can just see there.
Wow. What are they?
Rosewood. These are Knit Pro Swarovski. They've got rosewood and they've got a little bit of bling in.
Oh, wow.
And then zings as well for the crochet hooks. And then my favourite is my bespoke one. That one.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And that came from, was that Canada or America?
America.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm using a pair of Knit Pro that I've borrowed from Brigitte, which are the fixed circular. And these are 3mm because I didn't have any, so I borrowed them from Brigitte, and I'm loving them. I have to say, absolutely loving them.
And those are Knit Pro?
Yeah.
So you have Knit Pro anyway?
Yes, and Knit Pro do lots of different types, don't they? So these are just the standard fixed circular. I'm trying to think which other ones I've tried. I've tried the symphonies. I quite like those. Oh.
What?
Do you not like the symphonies? Those ones?
They're my least favourite.
Oh.
And I've spent so much on them. I don't. Do you know what? It's the wires that they come with, but I don't like the wires. And I don't actually find they suit. I don't find that they suit my hands. I don't know whether it's because they're too light. I don't know whether it's because they're. I don't know. They're the ones that I don't get on with as much as normal. I love these, and we were saying about comparing them, weren't we? Do you know where? Because these are 3.75 millimeters, and as per usual, I have got a few little things in here. So look, these I've used. And when you look, I mean, they're nearly £8 just for these, and I'll never use them in things. I mean, they're just there. I don't know what it is about them. But if you have a look, no, they seem to, because these just seem to, I don't know. So, if anything, I think the symphonies are slightly longer, but there isn't, when you feel that there on the Chowgoos, it's not a ridge, it flows. Whereas on this, it is a ridge. It's like a sharpened pencil, so you get that little ridge. And I think that's the difference, is you actually put that through each stitch. It's rounded, more rounded than these are. So they're quite weird. I actually thought they were longer, the points were longer than these, but they're not. So I'll just compare them to, I'll have some more in here. Trusted old. So what have I got here? I've got some of those. You see, those are things. They're actually a very short tip. Don't know if you can see it very much, but the tip on those is much shorter. There's no ridge there, so very much like these, but much shorter. And then, do you know what? I'm going to get some of these out. We all have some of these probably in our stash from grandparents or what we've been gifted, and these are the true old-fashioned ones. And the thing with these is I find the point is very rounded, or maybe that's just how it's worked over the years. But yeah, the Chowgoos are slightly longer, more pointed at the end. So they are all slightly different, and it's just about finding what we like. But I mean, look at these. Look at that for the memory. But do you know what? I like knitting with that bit of them. It's just this bit is
yeah.
But they're absolutely fine. And you know, these are, well, they're years old. They're absolutely amazing. So somebody was using these years and years and years ago. Isn't it weird as well that how they shape the needle? So the needle's shaped down, whereas most of them are just straight, aren't they? But yeah, they are a bit odd. So anyway, that's just a little bit on different needles. So Chowgoo do seem to have much more pointed at the end. There is no ridge, and that's probably why I don't like the Symphony, because it's the ridge that the stitch has to go over the top of. But we are all so different. All different. There will be people here who try the Chowgoos and say, I don't like those at all. So it's just all personal preference, isn't it? So what have I got? I've got them, I've got them, I've got them, I've got them. Oh, I don't know if anyone's got these, but I tried. Has anyone tried these repair hooks? Knit Pro repair hooks. It's for when you drop a stitch.
Oh.
So they're like little crochet hooks. Do you know what? I had to put that down and get a crochet hook. So it's so weird. But again, I like something quite small to pick up a drop stitch. But yeah. And I've got this lovely, and there's so much in it, but this is off my late auntie. So it's a knitting needle set. So it's quite nice actually. They're much shorter than I'd normally traditionally use, but it's really nice to use them every so often on little projects. So they're there. Oh, and I found my carbons in there. Carbons, yeah. I love the carbons. I love this part of it because especially if you're doing lace weight or anything that's really slippy, because it sticks. But when you get there, you can really feel that ridge. So if you are doing lace weight, you will find it sort of gets stuck behind that. But that's me. And that's my review of a few little needles, because they were just here at the side of me. So I'll put that away. And I won't even show you the other bag that's sitting there with probably about 300 pairs in. So I'll get back to doing another row. So let's have a, I've just noticed, Brigitte says, why not just get a crochet hook? I went back to using a crochet hook. So there's something that I have that I will never ever use. I don't know why they ever created them. So never mind. Let me know about you as well.
How incredible was that?
Did he get straight sixes for that?
He didn't know. He got one 5.9. I know, sorry, two 5.9s. He came third for that. That performance took him into first place, but then there were two others after him that were better, so he ended up in third place. But yeah, so I showed you Riverdance yesterday because when I was googling Riverdance, but I thought, right, let's do Riverdance one day and then Riverdance on ice the next day, and I was just like, wow.
Wow, I'm just like, it's 25.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, that is just
4 or 5 years ago, I think. So
wow.
I know. Right, so let's catch up on chat. So David says morning everyone, Deborah says morning all, Marion says mine have arrived. That's her sheargoos. Deborah says, was there a problem this morning? Demi, I wouldn't let me in until about 10 past. I think it was just you, Deborah. And she comes back to say she answered her own question. She thinks it was her Wi-Fi. Brigitte says, so when I order some sheargoo needles, I just blame Jackie. Yep.
Cheergo, Queen.
There's just on the subject of blaming, there's going to be lots of blaming tomorrow night, isn't there?
No.
Okay. Sheargoos are the best. Brigitte says somehow I never fancied the interchangeable needles.
No, I'm sort of the same. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
David says, I'd like some interchangeables, but I do like my John Lewis bamboo needles.
Oh, I've never tried John Lewis bamboo needles. Thank you very much. I will try some.
Nor have I, actually.
Wow.
Might get some. Judy says, thank you, Lindy, for the video on the Unconvention website with the founding member's daughter showing her mother's crochet. Finishes tomorrow if anybody wants to catch it.
Oh.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Thank you.
Brigitte says, I like plain needle tops, as it would drive me crazy to see the stitches properly on the multicoloured ones. Marion says, sorry, got to go, has a visitor, and she might come back. Lindy says, to straighten out cord, dip it in a bowl of hot, almost boiling water a few times, and hang them up so they're straight. That will get rid of the memory. I'd heard that somewhere before, just never actually tried it.
Sorry, you put the what?
Yeah, so you take the cord,
yeah,
you unwrap it, and you put it in very hot, almost boiling water, and put it in and out a few times, and then you hang them straight to dry.
All right, thank you.
And that gets rid of the memory. Georgie says she's just bought herself some repair hooks. Lindy says, at Judy, it was very interesting finding out about the founder of the guild, and her work was absolutely first rate. Okay. Deborah's gone. She says, bye, or see you tomorrow night. Bye, Deborah.
Bye.
Brigitte says, oh my God, I've seen this guy on ice. He is amazing. And then says, Gemma Collins, eat your heart out. Gemma, I'm too lazy to do anything properly, Collins. Tracy says, morning all. Hi, Tracy. She's just dropped in 20 minutes before she has to go out. Linda says absolutely fantastic skating. Safi says amazing. Georgie says I would love to be able to ice skate like that. Yeah, I've got no balance, so I just fall over, and I'm too frightened of falling over actually. Lindy says I did ice dance for a few years, but never did the figure skating when you had to do the jumps.
Wow.
Interesting what you learn about people, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I always find that, well, it's just the most incredible thing to watch because it is so hard. Everybody can sort of dance, but very few of us can do anything on ice. And as soon as we step on it, we fall on it normally. And if you've ever tried ice skating, it's really not as easy as it looks. So when they do all that, it's just unbelievable. And can I ask if anybody else stayed up all night to watch Torval and Dean that night in the Olympics?
Which one?
When they did in the purple outfits, when they won and got all the six.
Which time? The first time or the second time?
The Winter Olympics, when they did in the purple outfit, it was the straight sixes.
So when they got the gold for the first time?
Yeah, that one. So I remember I stayed up all night, and I was at school, and I was at little school, so it was well, not little school, but you know what I mean. So I don't think they came on until about 4 or 5 in the morning. Didn't quite get that one right or something, but
I mean, I love Bolero anyway.
That's it, Bolero.
The way they interpret it is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Shall I put that on the Saturday music list?
We can do, can't
we?
we?
Do that on Saturday.
It would be nice to watch the skating with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that'd be. Do you all think that'd be nice to watch if you enjoyed that little bit of skating? Then to watch the Bolero.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I wasn't just going to play Bolero music. I was going to play Torval and Dean skating.
Yeah, they are really. They were incredible, totally incredible. I absolutely loved them. So Benita did stay up for it as well.
So did Safi.
Oh, and Safi, yes, fabulous. So we were all sat there in our living rooms thinking, will they do it? Won't they do it?
Georgie says, I've got no balance either, Robert. And every time I fall over, I break or sprain something. I need a warning sign around my neck. Yeah. I'm a bit like that.
Oh.
Right, so I need to remember Bolero. Let me write it down.
Yeah, that'd be a nice one, won't it? And this is a first, isn't it? The fact that we know what's coming for once in the music, because normally you're not allowed to know. So, and I could know if I took a peek, but I don't take a peek. Although I have got a very funny video that I think we will play at some point. Oh, hi Louise, just joined.
Hey Louise. Lindy says the Bolero routine was certainly their best. Saw a program on how they choreographed it and how much practice it took to get it spot on. Yeah.
It was I think all of these things are so different, aren't they? You see lots of like the next few routines did not have that impact that Bolero had, because it was very different and there were different moves that we've never seen in it, and then somebody else comes out with something you think, well, wow, you know, just like that river dance. I'd never thought of river dance on ice, and he really captured it, didn't he? So amazing. Sorry, I've got, you know, it's like you have a nail that splits slightly. You can't knit with that, can you? Because it gets stuck in the yarn. So I just have to do my nails. Oh.
So what are you up to today, Angela?
What am I up to? Well, I've got quite a lot of cards to write and things.
You do?
Quite a few bits to do. Quite a lot of internet-y stuff to do as well. So yeah, lots of bits and bobs, but a nice relaxed day, so to speak. I'm not going out, which is great. So I can just spend time here in my little environment. So not doing much at all. What about you, Robert? More to the point, what about you?
So I'm also having a Gogglefrogs day, but I'm doing the reverse of you because I cut all the cards yesterday and punched all the holes. So today I am stock taking and organising all the wall and all the lovely patterns.
Yeah, so that's lovely, and it's always fun, and we've also we have been thinking about what we can do through into the festive season. So we've got a few little things that we've decided we're going to do, and we'll release those to you later. Probably not what you're expecting, something really, really nice. So we'll share that with you close to the time. But yeah, so it's not about gifts and stuff. It's about what we can do. So that should be really, really nice. So we hope that'll be a really, really nice touch for the festive season. So we will share that later. Sorry, I'm still doing my nails now, aren't I? Making sure that they're all done. So
It's very muggy here today.
is it? Well, as the heating's on, it is quite warm in here, but never mind.
Oh, Gary's been putting the heating on and I can't stand it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he puts it on, and then about 5 minutes later I have to discreetly find a reason to go out to the kitchen just so I can turn the heating back off.
I do like it on, but that room is so much bigger than this room. So and yeah, all about, because it's so old, you don't have the things to twist. So that's why it's a bit of a nightmare.
You can sit in that room with the patio door open, can't you?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Louise says it's a beautiful day in Derby. She's sat in the garden knitting.
Oh wow, that's nice. Well, it's very grey out here, so I wouldn't actually be able to sit out in this, I don't think, because it keeps raining. But never mind. So that's lovely. I'm glad you're having such nice weather up there in Derby.
David, what's it like in Leeds at the moment, or Anne?
Yeah, love to know. I'm going up there on Friday morning. So we've got appointments and things like that, doctor's appointments and stuff. So
David's cold but dry.
Oh, let's hope it is on Friday. So and please do tell me, are you because I know you're in lockdown, so you're managing to get things up there, and is everybody stocked up and okay? Because it's just a bit odd, isn't it?
Safi says Wakefield is glorious. It's lovely and warm.
Hopefully we're going to get it later tomorrow.
I think we had it yesterday, though. It was lovely yesterday. Brigitte says that she sat outside with an early morning cup of tea yesterday after she'd finished the garden.
Oh, wow.
It was lovely yesterday. I got 3 loads of washing dried outside yesterday.
Oh, I did get 3 loads of washing done. I got most of my washing done at the weekend, so that was quite nice. Put everything away because I couldn't take it upstairs because all the staircase had been plastered at the weekend, so I didn't want to take washing upstairs because you know what it's like. You're going to touch the plaster if you've got fresh stuff that's been laundered in your hands. So it went up there yesterday because it's all dried now. So I do live in a bit of a building site, but hey ho.
Lindy's had to go. She says thanks for a good session. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's intriguing one. Bye, Lindy.
Yeah.
David said the shops are well stocked. Some people are doing barmy shops, but most have been insensible.
Good. Yeah, good. Because I know when everything first started, your local shops did stock everything. It was your supermarkets that had gone.
And it says it's nice and bright weather where she is. It's cold and fresh.
Oh, I quite like that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's really nice going for a walk in that sort of weather. So might have to, I don't know, will I go out for a walk today? Probably not. But I may find some shoes and go for a little walk. We'll see. Oh. So I've measured my, I weighed this the other day, and I do need to get some digital scales just in case. But it was showing that I had about 50% of it left, and I always get really concerned when I'm using something like this. So I need to get some digital scales so I can weigh it to make sure I don't do the same as what I did with the workday scarf, because there is no afford. So I need to order something. I'll go out and buy some. Oops.
I have digital scales.
Have you?
Yeah. So if you bring it with you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, will do. I'll do that tomorrow then. So we will be social distancing tomorrow, but yeah, we will be together. Opposite ends of the room. You know how it works now with this. And I'll get a taxi home. So yeah.
And so some shops have shortages due to panic buying, but local co-op is fully stocked. And Brigitte says she uses our digital WW scales to weigh my yarn.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I need to. I need to get some. I did look the other day, and they had some beautiful ones, kitchen ones that went from. I'm sure that Marion mentioned them, where they weigh water, liquid stuff as well. And I thought they'd be really good, but as they're going to be something in my kitchen, I thought no, rather than just buying what's there, at least have a look around. But I actually think I only need a tiny one just for bulk. That's all I need, because I've got normal ones in the kitchen. And when we eventually do our extension, I'm sure I'll have all new anyway. So we'll see. Well, no, I won't have all new, because I don't throw things away unnecessarily, but I could probably get some new weighing scales, because I have had them quite a long time. Right. Do you know what? I really have to look at my doing continental style, but it is quicker. Well, it's quicker for me anyway than the other style, which is good.
Right.
Facebook.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just about to say I'll get to the end of this row and then I'll do Facebook.
I was just like, oh my word, what time is it? Everything's out of sync today, isn't it? So we've, I can't remember what's in Facebook this morning. I don't actually think I've looked at Facebook so far today, which isn't unusual for me.
There's an awful lot in there.
So we'll see what we've got in Facebook today. Actually, no, I'm lying. I did see a lovely sock that had been put in there, which looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's something that if I do get a tiny pair of chow goos, the right size for socks, with a small cord, and they actually do a pair of socks, because I'm not going to do them on the DPNs all the way.
Oh, really?
No. I've done a hat, which I did have to use circulars for the hat. I couldn't do the DPNs. I did them at the end, but yeah, I just found them a little bit. I'm not overly comfortable with them. I know it's just me. That's all. Ooh. So, do you want me to do Facebook?
No, it's all right. I'm at the end of the row now.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's all right.
Oh, right. Right, here we go. So, Brigitte says, Throwback Tuesday. When Rod got his mobility scooter, he needed a key fob for its small key. Plastic or metal ones were annoying, as my papa found out when I had stitches robbing to fit inside the plastic one. So I made some in red and white for him. Rod got some lucky dice in black and white. Oh,
I think they're beautiful.
they're lovely.
That's so good.
Georgie has posted these lovely Halloween socks.
They are beautiful. Very, very nice.
Dawn came out yesterday and said, after 2 hours talking to a helpful man at BT, they've concluded that they have broadband problems with their router. So they've upgraded to a faster one with a new router for £10 less than they were paying. Wow. That was good. And then we showed that yesterday. We talked about 3 bags full yesterday. So I posted the link, and Rebecca has also posted the link. That's this weekend. No, it's not this weekend. It's in 3 weeks' time.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, yeah, 17th to the 19th.
There we go. And then there's my link as well. That's Deborah's hat that we showed yesterday. So I think that's it. So there wasn't a lot in Facebook over the last few days. No. So it's Throwback Tuesday, folks. So please do post your pictures of all your old projects.
And if we can have some pics for tomorrow, I know we say that we don't really, we have to see how the evening goes, but we do like to show some of the Facebook stuff on a Wednesday night as well. So it would be nice to see what everybody's working on.
Yeah, because it's Work in Progress Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
and we start at 8 p.m, but we don't finish at 9. So we tend to go over a little bit. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm going to have to stop knitting this way when I'm here with you. So I think this is something that I need to do later. But I will definitely finish this row.
Yeah, and then show us what it looks like. Because did you do much of it yesterday?
No, I didn't do any yesterday.
Right. I thought you were doing it in the hairdressers.
I was going to, but then I didn't. I ended up listening to a podcast because it's just like your bag's in a big bag, and it's absolutely fine. I thought, you know what, for once I'm just going to sit here and not knit for once. So I didn't yesterday. And I didn't do any when I got home because I was, it was just lots going on, lots being moved from one room to another. And then I cooked his dinner. Oh, and we had some, like, my husband's staple diet, which is chicken steaks from Marx's. I don't know what had happened, but you know when the packet bows a little bit? So I don't know. I think they were off. I cooked them, but he wouldn't eat them anyway, so he ended up eating what I was eating, so never mind. So I was cooking stuff, chucking it away, freezing stuff. I haven't got any cake. I need to bake some cake. I've got no cake in the house, which is a bit odd for me. Yeah, so I had a really, do you know what? It's just so nice. And I had such an exciting time at the hairdressers because legally they're now allowed to give me a coffee, but they're not allowed to give us a biscuit because you're not allowed to eat in the salon. And there's all these regulations. So I had 3 coffees. I had 3 cappuccinos while I was there. I wasn't in for very long. Didn't have it cut, but yeah, it's just all of these things that we sort of get used to. I mean, at times over the years when we've gone there, certainly coming up to Christmas, just like, would you like a glass of wine? And I'm always driving, so it's always a no. But just the fact that they were unable to serve a coffee since they've reopened. So this is my 3rd cut in their own. Well, my 3rd visit, and they're only just able to make a hot drink in a throwaway cup. They're not allowed to do it in a normal cup, but it's just such a strange world that we're living in.
It's so silly. Well, it's not silly, but
it's not silly.
Difficult to get used to how things change.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can give you a coffee, but we can't give you a biscuit. And you just think the biscuits were all wrapped. I know that it's gone from their hands to mine. And they did say to me, because I had my mask on, which is one of those permanent masks, if you know what I mean, that you wash. And I said, oh, let me give you a disposable mask. And as they came over with the box, they used tweezers to pass me the mask, and you just think, oh my word, you can't even pass me a mask that I mean, they're doing incredibly well. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you. I will show you. I know I've showed you before. But again, when you walk in, just so lovely that you probably can't see it. But on there, on the little bed, it says welcome back, Angela. And a heart. So it's just really nice. And in there, you've got your disposable, what do you call them? Towels. And like they were saying, there is no PPE to be purchased anywhere other than if it's made in China. They are using disposable towels, which again is sort of plastic, but it's what they have to do. It's just so sad. You know, normally they use normal towels, but hey ho. It means I can have my hair done, so that's good for me. So yeah. But hey,
Brigitte says she can feel a big drain on her bank account coming tomorrow evening.
we're really enjoying designing and developing things and being really creative and getting right, and I'm going to say this, I'm not going to say what it is, but we have very limited supply of something that we think is totally unique, pretty unique, that we don't think anyone's going to have in the stash. So, but hey, it's just one of those things that we say, what's that like? What happens to that? So what we find, and we've got the most amazing example of how different things die differently. And I think that's what we're getting. I love learning about wool, yarn, what goes into it, how things work, how, you know, because normally we walk into the shop and we just pick up and purchase what's there based on the colour or how it feels. So the more that we're learning about it, we're absolutely loving it. You know, we do not dye it ourselves. We cannot have the experience that other people have got out there. So we're working with somebody who's, you know, trying to capture what's in our brains. But when, yeah, it's just incredible. So, yeah, and then as part of the retreat, as you know, we're going to go to somewhere where they grade all of that wool, which is, it's something that you just don't normally do. So we're getting really excited about what we're learning, and what we learn, we will try and share with you, and we'll try and give you examples so you can see why things, certain colours. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Georgie says she's really looking forward to tomorrow night as well. And Brigitte says she's really excited. You know what I'm like with Gogglefrog stuff. And then go back to your hair. Georgie says your hair looks beautiful. It's amazing lengths to go to look after you. And it's hard to get used to all the differences. Yeah.
I know. It's so lovely. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, tomorrow night, this is Gogglefrogs. We can't go out, can we? We can't go out and squish things in shops. And when we walk out shops, a lot of the time we have to stand at the door. Like, so, you know, if there's a way that we can try and squish online, then we will do, and bring you a few unique things. So, yeah.
Right, it's nearly 11 o'clock.
Oh. Again?
Yep.
So, tomorrow we will see you with the drink of your choice, because it is at 8 p.m. And yeah, come have fun, relax, chill, and get ready for some giggles. There will not be music tomorrow because we're not allowed to do that. No. But we will improvise with something else. Don't worry, we will do something. So yeah, even if it's
offering to sing.
Huh?
I said, is that you offering to sing?
No, I'm joking.
Okay. I was going to say I'm not singing.
No. And I'm not doing a card trick or anything like that. So don't worry. You know that there will be fun. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Yes.
So it's going to be exciting. So we'll get lots of sleep. And yeah, and I'll be at yours just before, well, quite a bit before, so everything's ready. Because all these events take hours and hours and hours to plan, prepare for. So I'll see you there tomorrow.
Yes.
And yeah, and you take care. So lovely to see you all, and see you tomorrow night.
Have a lovely day.
Stay safe. Bye.
Bye.